Orleans Saints. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. They'll get this out to Kamara. Finding space at the 40. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. On 2nd and 11 now, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Watson now to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now the Bucs and Saints expected to possibly be the two to slug it out for the NFC South title in 2022. The Saints have had the Bucs number pretty much since the arrival of Tom Brady at least in the regular season. They're 4-0 against Tampa Bay the last 2 seasons in the regular season. But remember, when Tampa won the Super Bowl, they did defeat New Orleans en route to that title.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Looking downfield for Godwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at the 33. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Carr. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less, as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 70. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first down is Carr. This one taken in by Otten. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Play action. Now it's Carr. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Watson's throw taken in by Sutton. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Kamara up the middle. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Watson off play action. On the move to his left. And his throw is incomplete. The Saints had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Watson. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. What's good on the extra point? And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The Carr's throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's 2nd and a yard. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Carr now on first down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Carr. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On play action, it's Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
All-pro receiver Michael Thomas missed all of 2021 while recovering from an ankle injury. But we'll never forget that he set an NFL record in 2019 with 145 catches. When healthy, borderline unguardable, just like he was on that play.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. A final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas. As time expires in the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead on the final play of the half. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. Taking it right down Broadway. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr. Looking downfield for Godwin. And now here is another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, I think everyone who's watching Was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. On second and a couple, Watson. This is complete to Michael Thomas. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Back to throw, Watson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints have opened the lead up to 30. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And
we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Carr now on first down. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Carr now to throw. Completes it again to Gage. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Now Carr. This is caught by Evans. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now it's Watson. And seeing no options, he just tosses it. Incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, Watson to keep it. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Faking the give. Now Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Now Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Levante David in on the tackle. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Slot man moves right. And McCoy loses the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in you.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He completes it to Evans. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards. White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The slot man in motion right. 2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Saints up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off of play action, it's Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk. 17 yards there on 4th down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Watson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. This one taken in by Otten. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw his Carr. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now Carr. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Completed pass brings up a fourth down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin fourth quarter, you're going. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Throwing now, Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.